It is a truth universally acknowledged that almost everyone thinks they know Pride and Prejudice. But beyond the romance and the famous Mr. Darcy moment, this novel is actually a sharp, funny, and surprisingly modern story about ego, misunderstanding, and the danger of first impressions. Let's break it down. We're in rural England, early 19th century. The Bennet family has 5 daughters and no sons. That's a problem, because their estate is entailed away to a male relative, which means when Mr. Bennet dies, the house won't go to his wife or daughters. So marriage here isn't just about love. It's about security. Enter 2 wealthy newcomers. Mr. Bingley, warm, sociable, instantly likable. And his friend, Mr. Darcy, richer, reserved, and apparently rather proud. At the first ball, everything changes. Bingley quickly falls for the eldest Bennet's sister, Jane. Darcy, however, refuses to dance with Elizabeth Bennet, describing her as merely tolerable. And just like that, prejudice is born. Elizabeth is intelligent, observant, and not easily impressed. She decides Darcy is arrogant and cold. Meanwhile, Darcy quietly finds himself drawn to her wit and independence. Then enters George Wickham, charming, handsome, and very persuasive. He tells Elizabeth that Darcy cheated him out of his inheritance. Elizabeth believes him, because it confirms what she already thinks. And that's the brilliance of Austen. We don't just watch prejudice happen. We feel it. Things escalate when Bingley suddenly leaves town. Elizabeth later learns that Darcy encouraged him to do so, believing Jane didn't truly care for him. Elizabeth is furious. Then comes one of literature's most famous scenes. Darcy proposes. He declares his deep love, but also admits he struggled against her inferior connections. It's heartfelt. It's passionate. It's deeply insulting. Elizabeth rejects him completely. The next day, Darcy delivers a letter. In it, he explains everything. Wickham is not the victim, he's reckless and manipulative. And Darcy separated Bingley and Jane because he genuinely thought Jane was indifferent. For the first time, Elizabeth questions her own judgment. Her prejudice begins to crumble. And Darcy's pride? It begins to soften. Just when things seem to settle, disaster strikes. Lydia Bennet, the youngest sister, runs away with Wickham. In that society, this could destroy the entire family's reputation. No marriage prospects. Total humiliation. But Darcy quietly intervenes. He tracks them down, pays Wickham's debts, and arranges a marriage, saving the Bennets from disgrace. He does it anonymously. No applause. No recognition. And that's when Elizabeth sees him clearly. Bingley returns and proposes to Jane. Darcy proposes again, this time with humility, respect, and none of the earlier pride. Elizabeth accepts. And what makes this ending satisfying isn't just romance. It's growth. They both had flaws. They both misjudged. They both changed. More than 2 centuries later, Pride and Prejudice still works because it understands something timeless. We are all capable of misreading people. We all protect our ego. And love often requires self-awareness first. It's witty. It's romantic. It gently mocks society while still believing in personal growth. And perhaps that's why Mr. Darcy remains iconic. Not because he's rich, but because he learns.